Blood rushed in her ears as a desert. Air split with the crack of gunfire. One moment, Lieutenant Claire Evans was, kneeling beside a wounded comrade, pressing her trembling hands against her, crimson spreading through his uniform. The next, her eyes locked on the ridge, above, where shadows moved with deadly precision. She had seconds to decide, remain the medic they knew or reveal the part of herself she had buried long ago. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. For years, Claire had carried the weight of 2 lives. The healer, sworn to preserve life, and the sharpshooter trained in silence and precision. She thought she had left that second life behind. She thought she'd never see it again. She was wrong. The SEALs had always respected her calm. Under fire, her steady voice when chaos threatened to swallow the battlefield. But no one had seen the way her gaze lingered on rooftops or the way her fingers twitched at the thought of a rifle's trigger. She hit it well until the ambush dust swirled in the fading light. Claire felt the earth vibrate beneath the rhythm of boots. Her patient gasped beneath her hands, whispering a plea she could barely hear. Yet, even as she promised him life, her eyes followed the glint of metal on the ridge. 3 insurgents, rifles poised, zeroing in on the very men who trusted her. Her heart, HDHD with a cruel choice, save the life before her or risk it to protect the many. Was it betrayal to set down her medic's kit or betrayal not to? She inhaled once deeply. Then she stood. The SEALs froze. They had seen Claire cradle lives with tenderness that made war seem briefly human. Now they watched as she picked up the sniper rifle from a fallen comrade. Movement smooth, practiced, undeniable. Dust clung to her face, but her eyes were steel. Point one breath. One shot. The first figure dropped. The sound echoed across the ridge. A chilling harmony of violence and precision. Murmurs rippled through the men behind her. Disbelief tangled with awe. Another breath. Another shot. The second fell before he could scream. That be by the time the third target staggered back, clutching his chest. Silence swallowed the battlefield. All eyes were on her, but Claire felt only the tremor in her hands as she set the rifle down as if it had burned her. She returned to her patient, the boy whose blood still seeped through her gloves. He looked at her with something between fear and gratitude, and in that look, she questioned herself. Was she healer or executioner? The SEALs gathered, forming a quiet circle. They didn't speak, not yet. Their silence was louder than any praise, and in it lay a promise. They would never forget this moment. Not the shots, not the shadows falling, not the woman who had chosen both life and death in the same breath. When the dust cleared and reinforcements arrived, Claire walked with her head lowered, her kit slung over her shoulder. She had saved her patient. She had saved them all. But she carried the memory like shrapnel in her chest. Because sometimes courage doesn't fit neatly into the roles we are given. Sometimes it demands we step beyond them. And when the SEALs finally spoke, it wasn't with medals or speeches. It was with a quiet vow that reached deeper than ceremony. We'll never forget what you did today, because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits and it finds its way back. And in the stillness after the gunfire, the medic who became a sniper closed her eyes and prayed she would never have to make that choice again. If this story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more stories that reveal the hidden strength in ordinary hearts. Your voice keeps these stories